everybody, today I'm going to be reviewing the deck of Scarlet. So it's basically a subscription that you get online if you're I was flooded with this stuff on social media, both on my Facebook and my IG. I think I saw it on Facebook before I saw it on IG, but literally, you know, basically this company sends out a palette every 2 months. If you're signed up for the subscription, you pay about $30 every 2 months and you get another palette. You can review the palette, they'll post it online. You can review the palette before it gets sent to you, and you can decide if you want it or not. So this is a look I created with that. I also used, so I finally got my first PR thing with Athena Lash Company, and those are the lashes I have on right now. They are super full. If you can't tell, they are full. They're medium intensity according to her site, and then the length is long. They're pretty darn long. Want to see what I thought of the Deck of Scarlet subscription? Just go ahead and keep watching. So we're gonna get started with the unboxing. So it got mailed to me. It comes sealed. Open it. Inside it says you're in, win a 1-year subscription, share your best looks on Instagram and tag at Deck of Scarlet, hashtag Scarlet Looks. So it's on the, I think this is standard. Every review I've ever seen on this, it looks about exactly the same. So it comes with a card, and it says, Deck of Scarlet, meet Roxette Arissa, our artist-in-chief for this season. Born and bred LA artist, Roxette. And then you can do, you can find the tutorials online. So I'm excited to share this palette with you. I want to create something fun for all of my rock stars to play around with. Love you all and hope you love the palette. So the reason why I got this one is because, and this is number 7. The reason why I got this one is because it's the newest one. There's an option on the site, on the Deck of Scarlet site, to actually purchase the previous palettes. I think it's $44.95 for the previous palette if you want to purchase it out of whenever it's being released. But I don't know. So my dilemma with this palette is I have so much makeup that I don't know if I necessarily need a subscription to, you know, a company that's gonna send me a palette of makeup. So I believe it's like you get a couple eyeshadows, you get then you get like a couple, and it's like varies between like blush, bronzer, highlight, and then you're gonna get, I believe there's like 2 lip colors, and then you'll get like some kind of little tools. So the ones I've seen is like eyeliner, mascara, I believe lip liner, and it's just kind of just a combination of whatever that they release for that palette. I don't really know because I only have this one to go off of, and if it goes well, I will stick with the subscription. I'll probably stick with it a little bit longer just so I can, you know, see a few palettes. Do I necessarily need it? Probably not. So when you look at the box, it has a little foam pad on it, and then you know, now I want to know if, I'm pretty sure that this is Roxette. I think I'm saying her name right. I never know how to say names right. Okay, and then it has, okay, so there's 2 little products here. So first we're gonna go ahead and I really do like the boxing of this. So it comes in and flipped. Okay, all right. So I seen this on the IG reviews and stuff like that, and oh, there's a mirror. Perfect. Can't go wrong with having a mirror in palettes, especially when you're trying to do like a quick look. All right, so we're gonna have the 3 colors here. So you have Starry Eyed, Bora Bora, Bronzed, and then you have Rockstar and Lovesick. Rockstar looks like a highlight, or yeah, bronzer. And then Lovesick is obviously a blush. I actually put blush on earlier. I might take this off. And then on the other side, you're gonna have your two lip products. I'm sorry, I've been working like 80 hours this week, and every time I do that and I don't plan it ahead, I don't sleep well, like on the nights that I can sleep, I end up making myself like, well, not really sick, but I'm just under the weather. So after my drill weekend and I get to sleep in on Sunday, I will feel a lot better. So key points to take away from this, I really like the fact, because I've seen reviews, I like the fact that this is separate from the rest of the palette, because I heard that the fallout will go into the lip products, so having a separate division is pretty awesome. I love that it has a mirror in there, like it's a pretty big mirror. I think that whenever you come out with a palette, you should have a mirror inside of your palette, and it should be a pretty decent size one, because nobody wants to squint and look at a little one. So let's see. So we have long lasting eyeliner in Goddess. Alright, so not really my cup of tea, but it's like a it's almost like a pinkish, like a bronze with like a pink. This reminds me of like a pink tone under it. And then we have long-lasting lip liner in Foxy. And again, it's a brown color, but this will go great with, oh, it's almost like a sienna. So we have the lip liner on the bottom, and then you have the eyeliner on the... This actually might not be such a bad transition shade. More bronze. You know, considering the first one is kind of light, so I kept trying to get more color out of it, but I'm gonna go ahead and see, that is actually probably gonna be a really good transition color. As far as the colors go, this is actually not bad. You know? Like, so we're gonna go ahead and swatch Rockstar and Lovesick. Oh wow. Okay. So I mean, I really like how pigmented this stuff is, and I'm gonna go ahead, and that's gonna be the highlight. Too bright. Okay. And then that is a really pretty color. Go ahead and prime my eyes with MAC's Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. I'm taking the color Starry Eyed. I'm gonna go ahead and put that all over. Now it actually does some pretty decent, I don't know, it's so, the color for Starry Eyed, I guess it's such a, I guess there is product, but it's like pretty much blending in with the color of the bristles, so it's hard for me to see. I'm kind of using a lot, I'm dipping into Starry Eyed a lot, but I think it's just this color, because the other ones that I swatched, they were very, very pigmented. So now I'm going to go ahead and take a blending brush, and I'm going to dip that into the color bronze. This happen. Start to darken the crease. So there's kind of a lot of fallout. I'm not really dipping my brush into the colors hard, but you can see like bronze is already starting to have some fallout in the blush color, which is called Lovesick. And so off the bat, it's not bad. Like, it's pretty pigmented. I don't have much fallout coming underneath my eyes, so that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and take a regular eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna dip it into Lovesick, because I'm gonna use this as part of my eye makeup. So yeah, there's Mm. Go ahead and take another eyeshadow brush. I'm going to dip it into Rockstar. Just put that on the inside of my eyes. So go ahead and taking a pencil brush, I'm going to dip it into Starry Eyed. And I'm going to go ahead and run that underneath my eyes. Then I'm going to go in with the color Bronzed. Go ahead and put Bora Bora right underneath my eyes. You know, I really wish that there was a little bit more color payoff, because I thought maybe it was just because I was using the blush that it wasn't as pigmented as it looks in this palette, and like I thought maybe that's why. Maybe it's just a more sheer powder formula. But even when I put on the other color, like the Bora Bora, just to give it a fair shot, I'm gonna go ahead and wet my pencil brush, and I'm gonna dip it back into Bora Bora. Alright, so definitely dipping it into water, like everything else, makes the color pop a lot more. So if it was this pigmented without the brush, just with the dry brush, I would say that this palette is a good palette. So definitely wetting the brush will give it more of the quality of eyeshadows that I would have liked to have seen, and which I feel most new shadows are kind of, most new makeup's kind of taking that turn for like providing better products with more pigmentation. If the pigmentation with a wet application is a lot brighter, it looks like the colors inside the palette, and it's workable. So now I'm going to go ahead and try and wet the highlight. Okay, yeah, see? That I can work with. And this, so not even putting it with my fingers doing much, but with a wet brush. Going back in with Starry Eyed to go ahead and blend out this top part here. We're kind of done with that. Overall, my views on the eyeshadows and the blush and the bronzer, not using it as a blusher or bronzer, I am not loving it. As far as the application goes with the pigmentation, applying it with a wet brush seems to have the standard that I feel like most makeup is turning to nowadays. As far as, you know, with the whole social media and the globalization of makeup, I feel like that intensity of the pigmentation is the quality that any makeup company should be trying to achieve. There's a lot of cheaper makeup brands which are producing amazing pigmentation. So like the Kathleen Lights and the ColourPop, the Dream Street palette, like if you see my review on that one, I am absolutely in love with that palette. So those are just my thoughts on it. Your thoughts about the palette and this and that might be different from mine, but that's honestly what I think right now. I have the long lasting eyeliner. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my bottom lash line, and just so I can use it, because I really do want to use everything in this palette. I'm going to go ahead and use that lip liner in the color Foxy. I was debating if I was going to use the color Smooch or Swept Away. So initially swatching, oh wow, these are like, okay. So we have Smooch, no, Swept Away, and Smooch. Alright, so initially these are very, very, very creamy. They have such pretty color to it. So I'm going to use the color Swept Away. I just really like, yeah. So it's a very, very creamy formula. It feels nice on the lips, but you can also tell that it's going to transfer. So my review of the Deck of Scarlet palette, the shadows and the blushes, which is the main component of this makeup palette subscription, I'm not living for. Like, it's okay quality. My lips are still very creamy. They've dried down to a point. Obviously it transfers, it doesn't dry completely, and it was kind of like hindsight, you know, knowing that it's in this palette, it's supposed to stay you know, it's supposed to stay creamy, so what would make a difference on my lips? Maybe, you know, being around in the air and just environment, it'll dry a little bit, but I don't foresee it being completely dry. As far as all the powder products, there are other things out there that I feel are better. The eyeliner, I only have like this bronzy, it's like a golden bronze color, and oh my god, the tip just broke. And I don't know, I would like to try it in black. I feel like it's probably, and black is more of my thing anyway. As far as the lip liner goes, I love the color. It was very creamy, which is good. So I don't want to knock this subscription yet because it's just one palette. So I'm gonna continue the subscription on at least for probably another 2 palettes just to see how I like it. Maybe the formula will get better. I'm gonna send them a review and just kind of, you know, just say, hey, this is my finding. Maybe I just got a faulty product, but I feel like this palette, this makeup, well, this palette plus the extra lip liner and the eyeliner, whatever else they're gonna include in the future or the previous subscriptions, I feel like it's good if you're a beginner. Like this would be a great thing for 30 bucks. It's like you have all this, you know, I think for that reason it's good. If you're looking for something a little bit with more pigmentation, it might be pricier, but if that's where, you know, where you're at, what you're looking for, there are other things out there. So like I said, I don't want to knock it completely yet. There are things in this palette that I really do like. With water, the pigmentation was a little bit more of what I'm used to and what I expect out of the makeup products that I do buy. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and join my ohana if you have not yet done so, and leave me any comments. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.